Ever feel like you're putting in the work, but the results just aren't showing up? Well, a lot of the time, it's not about complicated diets or crazy workouts. It's about the small choices. Today, we're going to break down some super simple but incredibly powerful food swaps that can completely change your game. Let's get into it.
Here's our roadmap. We're going to walk through a whole day, starting with how you kick things off in the morning. Then, we'll talk about fueling your afternoon, making your dinner work for you, and uncovering those sneaky calories that might be holding you back. And stick around, because the last swap we'll cover, well, it isn't even about food.
Hey, before we jump into the first swap, just a quick heads up. If you get any value from this today, do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps us keep this content coming. Also, check out the description below. We've got a link to our referral network that'll connect you with a top real estate agent anywhere in the U.S. And if you need to protect your family, there's another link for fast and affordable life insurance. Okay, let's do this.
All right, your day's first decision, breakfast. Honestly, this is where so many people go wrong without even knowing it. Your first meal of the day literally sets the stage for your energy, your cravings, and your focus for the entire day. You gotta win the morning.
So, what do a lot of us grab? Something that seems healthy, right? Like some granola and a low-fat yogurt. Here's the trap. They are almost always packed with sugar. It spikes your blood sugar, and you're set up for a crash an hour later. The smarter play? A high-protein Greek yogurt bowl.
And here's why this is such a game changer. That hit of protein tells your brain you're full and satisfied, so you're not raiding the pantry by 10 a.m. Plus, you get a steady release of energy, no sugar crash. Throw in some berries, chia seeds, and a few nuts, and you've basically built a meal that fuels you for hours.
Okay, another classic breakfast trap, the bagel with cream cheese. It seems so innocent, right? Get this. A single plain bagel hits your blood sugar with the same force as eating 4 slices of white bread. It's basically just a giant ball of processed carbs.
So what's the swap? Eggs and avocado. This is a killer combination. You're getting high-quality protein from the eggs and amazing healthy fats from the avocado. This combo gives you real, sustained energy, it's great for your hormones, and it keeps you full and focused. It's a choice that can completely transform how your morning feels.
Okay, you've conquered the morning. Let's talk about lunch. This is your chance to refuel and crush the afternoon. But as you know, the wrong choice here leads straight to that 2 p.m. feeling where you just want to crawl under your desk for a nap.
In a rush, it's easy to grab a fast food chicken sandwich. It seems like a better option, but let's be real. They're usually loaded with sodium and unhealthy fats. A much better choice is a big bowl with grilled chicken or salmon, a ton of greens, and maybe some quinoa.
Why is this so much better? It's pretty simple, actually. You're getting way more clean, lean protein. You're getting a huge dose of vitamins from all those greens. And you're avoiding all that sodium, which means less bloating and sluggishness. The result? You actually feel energized for the rest of the day, not drained.
And now for dinner. Your evening meal is so important. It's not just about filling up before bed. It's about giving your body the raw materials it needs to repair muscle, recover from the day, and set you up for deep, restorative sleep.
Look, we all love a pizza night, but that heavy meal can be a nightmare for your digestion and totally disrupt your sleep. Now contrast that with a meal that's literally designed for recovery, a lean steak with a side of sweet potatoes.
This combo is just a powerhouse. The sweet potato gives you slow-release carbs to restock your energy stores. The steak delivers top-tier protein, iron, and magnesium to physically repair your muscles while you sleep. This meal actively helps your body rebuild overnight. Okay, we're about halfway through, so let's just hit pause for a sec. If any of this is clicking for you, drop a comment and let me know what your biggest aha moment has been so far. And hey, don't forget to tap that like button. Quick reminder, those links for our real estate and life insurance partners are right there in the description when you need them. All right, now let's talk about the sneakiest diet wrecker of them all.
All right, this next part is huge. It might be the single biggest reason people's fat loss progress stalls. We're talking about liquid calories. What you drink can be just as important as what you eat, but we almost never think about it. So I want you to think about that daily coffee you grab. You know, the fancy one with the whipped cream and the syrup. Do you have any idea how many calories are actually hiding in that cup? The answer is probably going to shock you.
A single large Frappuccino can pack up to 700 calories. Let that sink in. That is literally a full meal's worth of calories. But the problem is, it has none of the good stuff. No protein, no fiber, no real nutrients. It's just a massive sugar and fat bomb in a cup.
So the swap here is beautifully simple. Just ditch the soda, the sugary sports drinks, and those dessert coffees. Stick to water. If you're super active, add in some electrolytes. And if you need that coffee fix, just go with a black coffee or add a splash of almond milk. I'm telling you, this one change can save you hundreds and hundreds of empty calories every single day.
Okay, time for our final section. We've talked about breakfast, lunch, dinner, and drinks, but the single most powerful, most game-changing swap you can possibly make has absolutely nothing to do with what's on your plate. It's all about your mindset and your habits.
It really boils down to 2 simple habits that will change everything for you. Number 1, track everything you eat for just 7 days. That's it. Awareness is always the first step. And number 2, embrace the 80-20 rule, because consistency over time will always beat short-term perfection.
And here's why that tracking piece is so critical. Studies show that most of us are just terrible at guessing how much we eat. We underestimate our calorie intake by a whopping 40 to 60%. 1 week of being honest with yourself and tracking it all, it is an eye-opening experience that gives you the real data you need to make changes.
And that data leads you right to the 80-20 rule. Forget trying to be perfect. That all-or-nothing mindset just leads to burnout. Instead, aim to make great, healthy choices 80% of the time. The other 20%? That's for life. That's for the pizza night, for the birthday cake. This approach is what makes being healthy sustainable for the long haul.
So there you have it. The main takeaway is simple. Small, consistent swaps lead to huge results over time. If this explainer was helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you shared it with someone who might need it, and make sure you're subscribed for more. And one last time, our resources for finding a fantastic real estate agent or getting reliable life insurance are linked for you down in the description. So I'll leave you with this final thought. Knowing this stuff is great, but doing it is what matters. So my question to you is, what one simple swap from today are you going to commit to making tomorrow? Thanks so much for watching.